This season we had big plans to celebrate the 40th anniversary of women's involvement in active surf lifesaving. COVID may have interrupted our plans somewhat, however we would still like to recognise and celebrate. It is difficult to comprehend that the first female surf lifesavers only began patrolling in 1980, when Surf Lifesaving Australia allowed women to gain their qualifying certificates, now known as the Surf Rescue Certificate, and their bronze medallions. I am extremely proud to say I was in that first group in our club to achieve this. And 40 years on, I'm still very much involved with this amazing club of ours. While this year marks the 40th anniversary of women's formal participation as active surf lifesavers, the involvement of women in surf lifesaving began well before 1980. Women have had an active role in the movement since its inception, including those who served as surf lifesavers during World War II. While we celebrate 40 years of women in surf lifesaving, we need to recognise our club's firsts. Jill Trotter was our club's first female life member, who was awarded this prestigious honour for her commitment to the club during its formation. Anne-Marie Coombs, now Hamilton, was our first IRB driver. Lisa Jones and I were our first New South Wales state medalists, and Natalie Bailey, our first female Aussie medalist. We have had many, many wonderful women involved in our club right from the beginning, when women were basically seen as just the fundraisers. Now 40 years on, Wauchope Bonny Hills has 63% of its current executive as women. Michelle as Director of Lifesaving, Annie, Director of Education, Elaine, Director of Competition, Gail, Director of Youth, and myself in the Director of Admin's position. Wauchope Bonny Hills had more girls than boys registered during doing nippers in 2020. And we have incredibly fierce women competitors, and our patrol teams are heavily weighted with strong, competent, smart women lifesavers now. It is fabulous to see women totally involved in every aspect of surf lifesaving, welcomed and appreciated. It wasn't always the case, but it certainly is now.
Hi, I'm Benita Seymour. My surf club journey started in the late 80s when I was a nipper at Wauchope Bonny Hills Surf Club. In 1998, I gained my bronze medallion so I could then row surf boats with some friends from school. I moved away from the area, but when I returned, I rejoined the club in 2015. I continue to row surf boats. I also get to see my two daughters, who are now doing nippers at Wauchope Bonny Hills, grow up, and hopefully they have the same love of the surf that I do.
Hi, Elaine here, Competition Director at Surf Club. I joined the club in 2008 and got my bronze that year. I since went on to do my IRB crew and driver certificate and learned to paddle surf ski. So I've learned heaps of things. It's been great. I've found that being a woman doesn't stop you from doing any of those things that have been sort of traditionally male roles. When I was learning to be a driver, all the guys were very helpful and supportive towards me. Yeah, it was great.
Hi, I'm Kaina Goggin. I've been a member of Wauchope Bonny Hills Surf Club since the under 6s age group and have never left. The opportunities I have had through this amazing organisation have been great. I have participated in branch as well as state-based leadership programs, including the Youth Opportunity Makers 15 to 17 program and the Development Networking program for the 18 to 25-year-olds. Through these opportunities, I have met some inspiring women who have facilitated, presented and participated in these programs, many of whom I'm still connected with today.
Hi, Kathleen is here. So I joined Wauchope Bonny Hills Surf Club to do my bronze with a bunch of mates back in 1983. I did find it a little intimidating though when we had to go to the surf club to do our weekend bronze course that we had. I was going straight into the juniors age group, so that was up to 18. But in the end, I did find that it didn't matter who you were or what age group you were. Everyone made you feel welcome. These are just some words what reminds me of the carnival days and surf club days. Max-size Mars bars, smell of sunscreen, canvas tents and big poles, the depths of blue of the oceans, teamwork, chariot races, adding more freckles, zinc, laughter, travel, skin ripped off your fingers from the wax rope, safe place, ghost road, wet towels, sandy towels, words of encouragement and little gifts from Leanne, perseverance, confidence, friendships, bowls hats, straw hats, good fun ribbing about what areas you competed in, but ultimately we were one big family.
Hi everyone, my name's Michelle Kirkwood. I'm the Director of Lifesaving at Waihope Bonny Hill Surf Lifesaving Club. My time in surf lifesaving started back in 1975 when we joined our local surf club down on the Central Coast, Soldiers Beach. As a 5-year-old nipper with my family, we continued through the nipper ranks, went right up through into the senior club. I got my bronze in 1985 and then my IRB crew, advanced resize after. Busy times back then and difficult times for a lot of female lifesavers at the time getting awards. It was very male dominated organisation back then. I left and moved to Sydney for a little while with work, and then it wasn't until we moved back up here that my eldest, who's now 22, when she was 5, was able to join Nippers. So we brought her over here to Bonny Hills and have been here ever since. Decided about then that I would do my proficiency and start patrolling. Just after that, probably around 2013, I think it was, I joined the executive of our surf club as the Director of Lifesaving, also known as the club captain. At the time with my friend Lou O'Neill, was the first female club captains the club had. So that's quite a milestone. We have 93 patrolling members. Of those members, 37 are females. Of those 37, we have 1 female patrol captain, we have 5 female vice captains, and we have currently 3 female IRB drivers and 9 IRB crew members, which is fantastic. Always good to see the girls getting in and having a go. You see them down the beach all the time now, and they're just such an integral part of our club.
Well, I joined the surf club in 1958. Mr. Wally Snedden came to town and formed a surf club with a meeting at the Masonic Hall, and we all went to the meeting. The men could all join, but the girls could only work. They started to build a building out at the Bonny Hills Beach where it is now, and we had a good job. The girls used to help carry the bricks for the whole foundation, and then we started to fundraise, which we did by making cakes and having street stalls. We had raffles, lots of raffles, the dances on Saturday nights. It was mostly begging. We went round all the shops and all the businesses getting sponsors.
Hi, my name is Belinda Clark. I completed my surf bronze in 2008 and now in my 11th year as a lifesaver for the Waihope Bonny Hills Club. I see this as a challenge, but I also see it as my community contribution, also a responsibility to keep our locals and our tourists safe when they're at the beach. As a teacher, I also see myself as a role model for other young females who also may one day join their club and be proud of what they do. Hi everyone, I'm Leanne Goggin, formerly Smith, and I was basically born into surf lifesaving. My dad, the legendary Chalky Bob Smith, has always been involved. So it was inevitable that our family was going to be the beach, ocean loving family that it became. After years of being carted to carnivals to spectate with only a tiny smearing of white zinc across my freckled nose, the word was out that girls could finally gain their qualifications and patrol alongside the boys. So in the October of 1980, 15 of us lined up here in Bonny Hills to be examined for our qualifying certificate or bronze medallion. 40 years on, I'm still very much involved in all areas of Wauchope Bonny Hills, and I stand proudly with all the other incredibly talented women in surf lifesaving who are leading the way and making our movement so much more inclusive and diverse. Thanks everyone.
Hi, Gail here. Congratulations, 40 years in surf lifesaving for women. Great achievement. My 5 years is only a really short amount of time, but I feel like it's something that was waiting for me, and I just love every minute of it. From gaining my bronze medallion to IRB drivers, crew, trainers, whatever else I can learn, because it's all a learning journey, and it's a fantastic fun time while you're doing it. To all those wonderful people that I have met and now can call my friends from all over Australia. So happy that the person that tapped me on the shoulder and said, Gail, you can get your bronze medallion, I'm glad I listened to them. So pleased to be part of a wonderful club and organisation like Surf Lifesaving. There's nothing like it, and from a girl that grew up in the western suburbs of Sydney to now being able to call the beach my home is a dream come true.